What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Bro, I just want to know. I want to know one thing about this trade that just happened. I want to know a couple of things actually before I get into this video I'm finna watch. One, how does Luka not know he's finna get traded to LA? How does the head coach not know his fucking star players finna get traded away? And how the fuck does what did the dude that was on the podcast say? The dude that was with the Mavs head coach, he was like, yeah, he didn't even know that this trade was gonna happen. How does that happen? Like, how did this shit not get consulted with nobody before this shit happened? How do you tell your head coach, oh yeah, I know what type of player you want to coach? Cause how the fuck you just assume? I don't get this trade. I don't understand this trade at all, man. Like, you just made it to the finals with this team. Like you just made it to the finals with this team. With this as your star player. We finna see what the fuck the map. I understand you in a win now state. Oh, and another thing, this may be like a stretch, but say like, okay, like niggas been saying AD just a piece of plastic on the court. But it's just like, no, I said it wrong. The niggas say Luka and AD a piece of plastic on the court, right? And niggas always getting hurt. Did you really do anything by getting another person that's a so-called a piece of plastic? Did you really? I don't understand this shit. I'm really just talking, but like, I don't understand why this trade just happened. I mean, it's great. It's great for the. I don't know, bruh. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Yeah, I don't know, bruh. Like, we finna just get into this joint, see with another perspective, because I don't get it. I don't like it.
There aren't many things that can stop the entire NBA world in its tracks at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Bro, like, I ain't gonna cap. This shit, hey, is this like a ring team for the Lakers? Like, with all the other moves they made? And if not this year, maybe next year? I don't know. They get a big, then hell, shit, I don't know.
Did LeBron hastily retire in the middle of the season? What, did Michael Jordan come back out of retirement? What could possibly get everyone riled up out of nowhere? Oh my god.
And look, let's look at this joint. Luka, the Mavs, no. Let's look at it from this perspective. The Lakers get Luka, Max Kleber, and Markieff Morris. Dallas Mavs get AD and Max Christie with a 2029 first round pick. Not even AR or like Rui Hachimura? Not even? You tell me this trade happened without even just... Yeah, this because it was a three-way trade. That's why. But still, I don't like this shit. I don't know. I don't know, bruh. We get to see the Mavs match up with the fucking Lakers like this month too, like on the 22nd. I need to see that matchup because this don't make no fucking sense. What? This don't make any.
We all said in unison.
I don't get it.
As news broke that the Mavericks traded Luka
I just don't get it.
for Anthony Davis. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured this was just some big elaborate hat job, and I was waiting for follow-up.
Pause, nigga. Yeah. And then the Jazz get, well, I don't care about what the Jazz get, honestly. Like, honestly speaking, that's probably the least of what the fuck I give a fuck.
Saying false alarm, the Mavericks actually aren't brain dead. I can't believe you guys fell for it. But within minutes, it was clear that this trade was unfortunately very real. And the
this shit was real.
Are in fact out of their minds. The same player who
I don't get this shit, bro. Like, I don't get it. At 25, you just got rid of you just got rid of, bro. You just traded one of the best scorers at 25 years old to go to the Lakers and play with Bron. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, what were the Mavs thinking when they did this? That's all I just want to know what the fuck the Mavs organization is thinking. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know.
Cuban said he would rather leave his wife before giving up. The same player who was responsible for a third of the organization's finals appearances, the same player who by the grace of God miraculously fell into their lap 7 years ago, is now gone. And after looking at the reported details of this exchange, how it went down and who was involved, this is, without exaggeration, the most shocking trade in NBA history.
Don't understand this shit. Hey, I don't know what type of black magic that nigga LeBron got, but he did it. He pretty sure Bron the reason this shit happened. Bron made this trade happen for sure. Not like he made this recommendation. No. Bron made this trade happen. I don't know how he got the power to do shit like that, but I got a feeling he made this trade. He clicked submit. He got rid of AD. Let's just put it like that. He submitted the trade. Fuck that shit.
AD trade? By now, the reality of the situation should be setting in. It has not.
No.
The trade's so insane that fans are now theorizing if the league did it for the sake of rating.
Yes. I feel like it do. Like I feel like they did in a way. But like I ain't gonna cap. The NBA needed this though. The NBA needed some bullshit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this was going to happen. I didn't think this was going to happen, but something of this magnitude was going to happen. This is probably the last thing I expected to see Luka on the fucking Lakers. That's probably the last thing I expected to see, but I expected something of this magnitude to happen. Something had to happen for the NBA. And my next thing is like, who else is if Luka just getting traded like that? What's up with anything can happen to anybody else? Then that's what you can throw up. That's what you can toss up in the air. Not every star is safe. That's what it looked like when I see shit like this happen.
Imagine concocting a deal so heinous that your fans literally think you're doing it for clout. That is how crazy this trade is. And there's about a dozen reasons why this is legitimately the most shocking deal we have ever seen. First, according to multiple sources, none of the players even knew this trade was happening. Not Luka, not Anthony Davis.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how does nobody know that this trade happens? How does not Luka, AD, Bron, the coaches? How does nobody know this but the front office people? How the fuck that work? I don't even like how that don't even make sense to me.
Not even the Lakers GM LeBron James. As some sources put it, this
like,
materialized in the shadows. In the shadows?
Man, I don't want to hear shit like
the
that.
Illuminati? What do you mean in the shadows?
Like,
it turns out this was the cleanest way this deal could have gone down. Because the next component that makes this truly the craziest trade to ever happen, Luka never requested a trade. He's been in Dallas his entire career, and outside of a few rumors, nothing suggested he wouldn't be a lifer in that organization. There wasn't any buildup, there wasn't any reports of a disgruntled Luka making demands. It just happened out of the blue. Which is reason number 3. The Mavs just traded away a top 3 asset in the NBA without even shopping him. No bidding wars, no asking around.
They just got rid of this nigga.
They just made the call to the Lakers and accepted the deal. Can you imagine the haul Dallas would have got if they actually shopped Luka around the league for a couple of months? Oh, you want to give us Luka? Here is our entire franchise. The players, the coaches, the building, the staff, my firstborn child. Take it all. Thanks for doing business. I'll figure out the details later.
That's some Clippers.
Is worth 2 starters, 5 first-rounders, and a pick swap.
And look at
Mikal Bridges is worth 5 first-rounders, a second-rounder, and a swap. If an aging Paul George is worth a rising SGA, 5 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps, can you imagine what a prime Luka Doncic would have fetched to the right team? Oh wait, I know. A 31-year-old Anthony Davis. Thank you note. It makes...
So you telling me Rudy Gobert worth more than Luka? That's what that shit look like.
Number 4. The Mavericks were just in the finals last year. We've seen players sign with other teams after a finals run. We've seen players demand trades after a great season. But we have never seen a team willingly cough up a
go all the way to the finals and then get rid of the reason why you went to the finals.
It's unthinkable. Because reason number
actually, just unheard of. Shit like that just don't happen.
Doncic. You do not trade Luka Doncic.
No.
If you were to rank players in the NBA on their trade value, starting with the players who are the most untouchable, non-negotiable, hang up the phone, and down from there, Luka is probably third or fourth on that list. The only 2 players definitively ahead of him are Wemby and Jokic. Now just try to wrap your head around the deal a team would have to offer in exchange for Nikola Jokic, or what the Bucks would get in return for Giannis. Here's a hint.
Bro, you have to give up a fucking arm and a leg if you want a fucking Giannis or a Jokic. Tatum, bro, like, I don't get it. They just gave Luka what? AD and some playing cards. You did that AD and some playing cards, you feel me?
Because they would never trade them away. The deal doesn't exist. Tim McMahon of ESPN reported that Dallas had 2 major concerns in regards of Luka's future with the franchise. The first one being his massive $345 million 5-year extension, which he would have been eligible for this summer, and the second concern being his health and conditioning. In other words, the man was out of shape. So, let me get this straight. The Dallas Mavericks just traded away the best player of a generation, the future of their franchise, and the man that just got them to the finals on one leg because he put on a few pounds. For fuck's sake, Zion Williamson ate his way into load management, and he has spent the last 6 seasons in and out of rehab, and the Pelicans are still sticking by him. Now,
Luka is
Zion
like
didn't deserve
270
that
though.
stray. Seems like a nice guy. I wish him the best. But
Oh
you get the
yeah,
point.
since we talking about shit like this. This nigga can't even play games if he wanted to. That nigga Zion, they told this man Zion, you not playing back-to-back games anyway. The whole I don't know what the Pelicans organization got going on over there, but they doing whatever they feel like doing. It's not good either. Not good at all.
We're now over a decade into the process, and the Sixers have
the
yet
process
to move on
is
from
bad.
Embiid. It's one thing for a franchise player to want out, to sign with another team if they aren't happy and the opportunity presents itself. But for a franchise to pull the trigger and get rid of a megastar in his prime because of constant conditioning issues is criminal. There's really no precedent or great comparison for a trade like this. Because in the past, even when teams did trade a superstar, there was context behind those trades that at least made it seem justifiable. Either the star was exiting their prime and the team was trying to salvage some value before they inevitably left, or despite how good the star was, the team wasn't finding much postseason success and wanted to go in a different direction. Or the star was bound to leave anyways, made it known, and the team had no leverage, so they were essentially forced into the trade. This deal between the Mavs and the Lakers has none of those elements involved. Luka didn't request a trade. He's 25 years old in his prime, and the Mavericks championship window just opened up. Now, as a Blazers fan, I am painfully aware of how hard it is to get your hands on a true franchise player. Painfully.
Time out. I'm sorry to say this, but there's actually people that are Blazers fans. Like, I genuinely speaking, I don't think I know anybody that's actually a Blazers fan. Hell no. Who the fuck's actually a Blazers fan? It's just like this poverty team. Like, how is this like your fate? Like, how is this your team? I understand if you're from Portland, but nah, if you ain't from Portland and you're a Blazers fan, it's just like, who the fuck let this guy in the party on some shit? You feel me? It's just like, why the fuck are you a Blazers fan?
In our team's entire 55-year existence, we've had 3. The first one got hurt, the second one was incredible, the potential third one got hurt, and the actual third one was also incredible. That's about one superstar every 20 years. What does the lackluster history of my team have to do with this trade? Well, because the Mavericks should know a thing or two about keeping their hands on a generational talent.
Yeah, they hands
because
on.
they only had two of them, Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. The first one spent his entire 21-year career in Dallas, facing ups and downs and winning arguably the heaviest and most challenging championship of our lifetime. And the second one, they traded away for AD in a box of
For a
scraps
piece of
after just 6.5
AD
seasons.
and some playing cards,
and as
man.
every fan of a non-major market team knows all too well, generational talents only come along once in a generation. The Mavericks aren't some hotspot for superstar talent. They don't get real chances to win it all often. Just 3 trips to the finals in 45 years. One of those trips at the hands of the guy who they just...
Yeesh. So it's really only been 2. Could this just happen?
packing. They cannot afford to roll the dice and hope for greener pastures like some other teams can. You are not the Lakers. You get a player like Luka and you lock that man in and throw away the key. What are we doing? It could be another 20 years before a player of Luka's caliber puts on a Mavericks jersey. And the team traded him away because he was mildly out of shape. It makes me sick. This is coming from a desperate man who's got 18 years left before I see another Dame. Which brings us to their second concern. Again, according to sources, the Mavericks were not keen on giving Luka an extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the league. But if the third best player in the world, who gets better in the playoffs, is a perennial MVP candidate who's hitting his prime, isn't worth paying, then who the hell is? Dallas said that this was a win-now trade. An oxymoron of a statement considering who they just traded and where he just got them last.
Okay. This may be a win. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, this should have win now trade. Let me think of this lineup. You got what? AD, Kyrie, Clay. It sounds good on paper. Don't get me wrong. It don't sound bad. But you'd rather this line? Did you? Oh, I don't fucking get it, bro. Like you rather have this than that. You rather have 8. Who knows? Cause like we haven't seen Kyrie by himself since ever Celtics. We haven't seen Kyrie by himself just in a minute. We haven't seen AD by himself in a minute. So as a number one, you got the number one and number two option. So. We haven't seen Kyrie as a number one option. Let me say that. Not by themselves. We haven't seen Kyrie as a number one option in a while. So, that'd be very interesting. Don't know how that's going to... I can't even say about that. AD as a number one option as well as the number two on a... Damn near number one. They're damn near are by themselves in a way because that's a big and a point guard. That they eat differently, so... Do I see a... I'd actually got to see shit. I can't even say about the Mavs new team. I'm ready to see these play all that.
Season, but superstars win championships. Superstars also cost a lot of money. And if you're not willing to empty your pockets, how committed are you to actually winning? In what world has being cheap ever won a team a title? It just seems completely counterintuitive to what they're trying to accomplish. Now, the implications of this trade for the Lakers are just as drastic, but for entirely different reasons. For starters, this will be the first time in LeBron's entire career, youth, high school, NBA, a lifetime of basketball, where he won't be the best player on his team.
Exactly.
Which is already a huge adjustment for him and the team as a whole, but specifically because Luka and LeBron essentially do the same exact thing. Oversized on-ball floor generals with elite scoring abilities. In fact, they not only have the same skill set, they take on the exact same roles on the court. LeBron has always initiated the offense, even if it meant relegating point guards to other positions. And this usually worked in the past because no one did what LeBron could do nearly as good as he could do it. But now there's a guy who can do what LeBron can do, only better. So that means unless Luka and the Lakers are okay with him getting neutralized, LeBron will have to truly play off ball and within the flow of the offense for the first time in about 2 decades. Two LeBrons on one team.
We don't see how
great in
that's
theory,
gonna work. So that's
probably a bit redundant. Which leads me to believe the Lakers are actually playing a longer game with this trade. Sources report that the Mavericks are the ones that approached LA with this trade. And despite the Lakers playing fairly well as of late, I think they knew their chances of winning another title with the LeBron-AD duo was
that
getting
shit was
slim.
pretty dead.
So with the option of
I didn't
trading
see the
away
Lakers
key
getting
pieces
it.
and tripling down on a 40-year-old LeBron to carry them to the promised land.
I don't see Lakers.
For a
I don't see
megastar that just
Lakers
showed up on
making
their
finals. Not with that AD and Bron team. I knew that shit wasn't gonna happen anyway. Only way I said that was gonna happen unless they made up a couple moves. This wasn't even the type of. This not even the type of shit that was in my head when I said a couple moves. When I said a couple moves, I was talking about maybe get us some defense, maybe another actual. Well, you got. Well, I did say you. I said to get an actual point guard, but you got an actual fucking point guard. Shit.
Step 5 minutes ago.
I don't know, bro. I'm just gonna let this shit play out, bro.
Makes me think this move was
Honestly,
the first
I'm
step
just gonna let it play out.
LeBron era in Los Angeles. As we all know, LeBron will more than likely retire within a season or two, and the Lakers needed a new face for their franchise, and they just got it. Inexplicably, miraculously, in the most Lakers way imaginable. I always wondered what LeBron's final years would look like, how he would go out, who would be around him, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would be playing second fiddle to Luka Doncic in a Lakers jersey. All in all, it seems like the Mavericks won this trade, if you zoom way in and look at this in an 18-month window. But zoom out, and the Lakers are looking around asking themselves how they just pulled off a bank heist.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
lineup looks good, possibly a winning formula, but the Lakers got
let's go back to this lineup.
with AD, the Mavericks.
This is the line I was getting at. So you got Kyrie, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, AD, Gafford. Then you got Dinwiddie, Christie, Dante Exum, Powell, Lively, Hardy, Grimes. I mean, it's not a bad team. It's not a bad team at all whatsoever. Fuck no. You just got three, like, I don't know what the fuck they expect, bro. Like, the mat, like, I ain't gonna say this a second time making just weird moves, but when they made the Klay Thompson trade, that was kind of a weird move too, because of what they got for Klay Thompson was kind of dumb, because they got rid of their defense just to get Klay Thompson, and I felt like that was kind of dumb. Now it look like they getting their defense back with Klay Thompson. I don't know. Y'all, bro, y'all, I don't know what to do, man. I'm finna just watching and see, bro, like, cause I don't know, man. Probably just gonna leave this shit at that, bro. Like, y'all let me know in the comment section below, bro, like, what y'all opinion is on this trade, bro. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Send me a recommended video if you haven't. I'm finna get out the joint, man.